Hi, everybody. We're back. This is it.
Yeah, the players kind of just wanted to get going, so we're not gonna hold them up.
That got a lot better than it was when it
It
started.
it did for both of them. Carl's first tiles were like KOTV, and then
Yeah.
EOR to go with it. So yeah, Carl's going first, and it's pretty straightforward. Whoever wins the game
Wins the championship.
Wins the championship.
It's so exciting.
If they tie, I forget what the scores of the first two games were, but in a tie, whoever won their game by more would be
Wee turd.
Alec.
That's something I would definitely do if I were in the.
Oh yeah,
I would definitely
you should
do that.
Look at the game streamed of me at the Alchemist Cup. I was in rare form. I did some pretty bad ones. So yeah, I think I think you got to play retook here. It's a pretty safe placement. Scores 30.
Yeah. Just to let you know that I did ascertain that all of our friends from Scrabble are listening to us, not just watching us on the screen in the ballroom. So we weren't sure 100%, so we just really wanted to say hi to you guys. And
well, we'd like to say hi. I'm DL. My name's DL. Hi, DL. It's not Dean. It's DL.
Maybe I shouldn't have told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's two real strong. One was voter and one is retook. Certainly, I think it's okay to play voter.
Yeah, it's okay, but I think it's a mistake.
What would you have played?
Retook for sure.
Saving the V.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're okay with that? I used to really like the V until someone said, "You like the V?" And from that moment on, it just became an albatross around my neck.
No, I think it's perfectly fine to keep. You're just because you're drawing 6, and retook doesn't really give that much back.
What do you think of outdrew?
I mean, I would prefer that my opponent not have outdrew against me. That didn't quite come out quite as exciting. I mean, I think wood is probably the play here.
Yeah, close the board up a bit.
Yeah, although if he plays wood, that's going to give Carl a pretty good spot to work with, but maybe those are all columns, I forget.
So we have a BO possibility.
One thing to keep in mind on Carl's end is he's 2/3 of the way to non-voter. He's certainly thinking about that. I'm not saying it's going to affect his play, but he's aware of its existence.
Yeah, because if he wants to do anything with BO and extend it, there's not much more beyond like bone. I don't know that I would hold on to it just for that. It's only 33 points. Yeah. Oh, and we see Alex continue to pick really lovely racks.
Well, his racks kind of sucked last game, but.
Well, to some extent, yes, and to some extent, no. They seem to be balanced quite a bit of the time. Well, at the end, they were horrid. Yeah, all those I's and A's and all that. I agree with you. But the question now becomes: is he going to be able to play anything?
Yeah, which is.
It's not a necessary yes on that. Also, you have to consider, like, what are these guys feeling, When you know that you've got the first game, you're nervous because it's the first game, but you also know that you are for sure going to survive for a second game.
Yeah, no, I mean, without a doubt, and this is one of the biggest moments for either of them, like, their entire lives. Like, straight up.
There's no question. So there's a lot of possibilities as well underneath Wood and Voter to just play something like Neb or Ken and keep it nice and tight, which I think in a championship game is something that you would do, right? I think you might consider doing that, no?
Yeah, but I mean, in either case, we'll end up giving Al.
Yes, his bingo. Yes,
Alec.
If he plays DEB, he'll play Det and Turin. Yeah. Well, we cannot.
If we were playing like Millennial Scrabble, I'd say you should play Unwoke.
That would be Unwoken would be great as a double.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not good. How could it not be good?
Dictionary ain't woke.
Unwoke.
Remember, the dictionary is racist.
He is going to play Bone, and
he's going to be a little bit boned after that play. What? But yeah, I mean, pretty much no matter what.
Yeah, well, now
what
he's
Carl
got
plays here.
Carl or Alec?
What, depending on whatever Carl had played just now, was
He would-
going to give.
So he can play on top of Bone to play Road in EN, like he can play Rentier on top of it, which is what he's going to do. But he also could have played Boner coming down. And please don't say anything. Okay. Yeah.
So another kind of awkward draw for Carl here. He at least had a 30-point advantage, so it's not so terrible for him yet, but he's really needs to. Oh wait, I just realized Eureka plays because erode is a word.
Yes, you're right.
I didn't see that spot.
That's so great.
Until for a minute there, and
I'm going to test you. Eureka, does it take an S or no? Because I know this one.
It does in Collins.
It does.
I don't know if it does it in TWL now.
I believe it
does.
does.
It's in used to.
I believe it does. Oh, I think it always. I think.
No,
I remember.
no,
Definitely?
no.
Because I thought I played it
Positive
against Joel
it didn't.
Sherman once.
Pretty sure it didn't.
All right. I'll trust you.
I don't trust me, but I knew it was good in Collins once.
Maybe someone can look it up for us.
Yeah.
So a very nice comeback for a kind of an ugly rack. And not a good rack for Alec.
But meanwhile, over in Carl land, you're going to see that he is
Rizojet.
up
Oh my
Rizojet.
God. Now that's a very famous word that Joel Wapnick missed at a world championship and would have for sure made him a champion.
Well, you know who's not going to miss it at a U.S. national championship?
The question is, does he have two places for it?
Not currently.
I only see one so far, but... And it's something that could be blocked if he could play Fend very easily. Fend, Pend.
Alec cleaning the board a little bit more.
Yeah, he does that, eh?
Yeah. But I mean, you have to even consider from Carl's point of view, the odds, even if Alec plays, he's still going to get JO or something down.
Yeah, but he
Leaving
really wants to
ERST.
play Rizojet.
Yeah, but even if he can't 36 for JO, keeping EERST,
Not bad.
life could
Yeah.
be worse.
Life could be worse.
But it looks like it looks like Alex lining up fenced, I should say, which is in a vacuum, not knowing what Carl's sitting on.
Wow.
Pretty solid play.
Wow. His cleaning the board, for some reason, Rafael Nadal came to mind, the way he does this little ritual before every single turn.
Yeah.
That's what this reminded me of. All right, so Conrad feels very confident that Carl will see Rizojet.
Yeah, I think it's not going to take him very long to play it.
Oh, we have David Eldar back.
Yeah, want to give a quick shout out to
Jesse Day,
buddy Jesse, for finally taking down a national championship of sorts, or a championship of sorts, after coming so close at Worlds last year, so close in Thailand a couple weeks ago, and even back at U.S. Nationals 2011, and last time we were here in Reno, it was just a phony 2 that pretty much cost him nationals. So.
Oh, wow. So the question is whether Rizojet is actually better than Joe or Gian.
Yeah.
We're doing a sim for you right now, and they are actually simming really, all three of those, Rizojet, Joe, and Gian in that order, are simming very, very close to each other. But how could you, and it's just a word that's so rife with meaning, because it failed to win a national, a big championship. This might help it to win a national championship. So in an instant, I would play Rizojet. How about you?
I mean, I would probably be likely to play Rizojet.
Oh, but you see that Alec has on his rack Playgoer.
Yeah, as it turns out, now Playgoer will come down. But
and now the Rizojet is now available to Carl.
Yeah, but it also means Carl's going to get first crack at that big spot. So I imagine, Alec pretty much just up a tempo, depending upon.
He needs a consonant, and he did not. Oh, he did get it. Oh my goodness. It's a pretty nice rack there. So, I mean, obviously, Alec's going to probably look for a bit to see what else might exist. Play girl, play goer.
Something like grapey through the E.
Oh, you would never do that.
I might.
Really?
39 points, taking out the big hotspot, leaving L blank. GLEY for 30? I don't know. I would think about it.
Oh, GLEY.
Setting up my A for Agley? I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. There's not a lot of places to bingo because you know that RisoJet spot's going to be gone after this. First thing I play it. That's just me. Also because, like, I've studied that word and, like, I want to play it at some point.
No, I just
movie goer,
wanna
play
no.
goer, all these
Yeah,
festival goer.
I just want to make the best play.
I know.
So.
But and there is a valid thing to be said that, well, you set up your hotspot, I'm going to set up my hotspot, and let's just go have at it.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is now is that, Carl will have to make a bit of a sacrifice.
I think so.
To take out the RisoJet spot.
He could just play Ma.
Yeah, and Ma's, kind of risky. There's 8,000 eyes left.
I know.
Only
You really
like
want to get rid of one of those
6,000
eyes.
left. Yeah. We'd like to play AMA at the top.
Yeah, and another thing also is if you're playing in Collins, you could play Amia and Ja, and that would be absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
So, again, Alec picks up a balanced rack. It's not a bingo rack, Wahine plus an M. But it's stuff you can work with. He's getting stuff you can work with. So we're getting a really exciting game. We're not seeing somebody struggle through horrible racks.
Well, I mean, Alec has drawn Anu at the top right. CW.
Yeah.
He's going to score a ton. So
Yep.
Carl really is going to need to pick up a bingo and fast. And of course, he's got Wahine if...
How long did it take you to get used to really being like EW? Yeah, I got it.
I've barely played, so...
Okay.
I feel like because I've always seen it in the past because it should have been a word.
Right. Now, do you think about it? Alec has Wahine next to RisoJet if he chooses.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's... Whew. And I think he's going to get it because I see Ama being looked at.
Yeah, I think what's going through Carl's head right now is he's just trying to really figure out, based on the plays he can make at the top and on the right, what does it do to Alec's average score the next turn after that. That's really...
There are so few eyes played. That's got to be in his mind as well. I think he's going to play Ama, and we're going to get a huge comeback now from Carl.
Yeah. So
56-point comeback.
Yeah, so Carl's really going to need to... he's got EIST, but he really needs to pick up a bingo here. But again, no R's left, 2 T's left.
Just for people who want to know, there was a sim going on, and Ma at 08 was considered the best play so far. There was also Miss 8 as a possibility. Dire Rights does not play.
Yeah.
Hostitides. Vidiot is a possibility.
He's going to get Sedition, I think.
Oh, he's going to get Sedition. Oh my goodness. I love when we get a final game like this. I love it.
Yeah,
it's just back and forth. It's like hockey in the playoffs, back and forth.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to get Sedition very...
So a lot of this is going to come down to like what does Alec draw now? What does Carl draw after that? Because there's a...
It may come down to this draw between the two of them. This might be the key draw of the game.
Yeah.
We still have a blank on scene and 2 S's.
Yeah, 4 A's, 3 L's, 4 O's, 5 I's.
So Alex has picked up the Q, but otherwise not too bad.
He picked up an S, always, of course, a good thing at this point.
Here comes Sedition.
So unfortunately for Alec, he doesn't have anything to parallel the QI spot, but presumably you'll see...
Yeah, that would. I'm shocked. I'm shocked with all those eyes left, and the fact that this game is going in a way that it's going back and forth. I'm shocked he didn't pick an eye.
Yeah, so I guess you'll see a Kaid or a Kadi.
He might do something else and just leave that for now. There may not be. Well, I guess you want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Kadi seems right, or Cade. I think Kadi. Then it opens up that triple letter. So much to think about when you play Scrabble. It's unbelievable. Let's see how he did. Oh. So again, both of them picked up not the best racks, but certainly stuff that you can score with. So we have an easy box play on top of Sedition for Carl, if that remains open.
Well, he has Foxy in the top right for 8,000.
And he's got Foxy. Well, not 8,000. 52, I believe, or 3. $53, yeah. So Carl is, man, I don't know, but my heart is starting to pound. We're coming towards the end, people. We're down to 26 tiles in the bag. I think we're going to see Cuddy come down, or Cade. Probably Cade. There's also a U that is available on top. You don't have to play Cuddy. through Eureka, you can just play Qua.
Well, I mean, Kaid's not so bad because the Wahini hook is already there, the S hook there, so it's like you're basically just opening a weaker S hook. So in a sense, it's actually not bad.
All right.
So I actually don't mind playing Kaid there.
Okay. Did I mispronounce it again? Are you being nice to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Shouldn't there be like a
Probably. I don't pretend like I'm pronouncing it actually correctly, but
I think there probably is a bit of that.
So I mean, I will be pretty shocked if
So he
Carl
doesn't play Foxy. How are
doesn't
we
play
doing on time?
Foxy.
So we have
Plenty of time.
is that 18
Alex,
for Alec?
Alex
And
still got 18 and a half minutes. Carl still has 13.
he's looking at Zistoy as a possibility through the
Yeah.
Essence edition.
Yeah,
which
I mean,
I didn't like that.
I mean, his thought is like he's pretty far from a bingo, so he likes the fact that Zistoy kills.
Yeah, I
all
see what
the
you're
se-
saying.
all the
I see
seven
what you're saying.
lanes.
There's a lot to be said for that. So 53 for Foxy and 8, 12, 13, 14, 45. So it's a big sacrifice.
Yeah.
8 points is a lot.
I mean, yeah, it's. I think it's hard from Carl's position because all of his leaves aren't going to be very good.
But I'm going to tell you something. Carl's going to get a bingo if he plays Zistoy. He's just given him a bingo.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oof.
It's,
Everybody, it's through the eye. We'll give you a second to look at it.
it's already been.
It's been said on,
Yeah.
but people in the audience at the hotel may not have seen it.
Yeah, that's a surprising.
That's why I liked
mistake.
Foxy. That's why I really liked Foxy. Yep. Here,
I just like scoring
that's not taken
points.
long. That's
Yeah.
not taken long to find. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, you can see Alec is pretty excited. I mean, and don't get me wrong, the game is by no means like over. I mean,
No.
it's like oh, he bingoed. It's oh, holy crap! Like what? Oh no, there's still. I mean, Alec basically has tempo, but
And
but
Carl does
we-
not have
Yeah, but we now see Carl's rack.
a synergistic
Yeah.
rack, as I have it.
And knowing that there's an S and a Z and a blank unseen, and he's drawing into all those.
Oh my god! Oh my
And
god!
he drew-
Oh, this could be the tragedy of the tournament.
Yeah, we're gonna see Alex draw here. There's a bunch of crappy tiles and a few really good ones.
All right, so where can Mr. Johnson score?
I mean,
We'll tell you what's left as much as we can in the bag. There's 11 left in the bag. We know that there is a blank and an A. There is 3 I's, pardon my grammar, 1 L, an N, an O, an S, a U, and the Z, or Z. Sorry, everybody. So there's some really good stuff in the bag, and Alec managed to miss most of it, or all of it, frankly. That could be the most tragic pick that he has had this entire tournament.
yeah.
We'll see how it plays out.
His one saving grace may be that if Carl plays anything in the bottom left, it's gonna set up Abo or Apo. So and he'll still be able to score 30 points with. Actually, oh no, he won't get any of the V plays even though Vum is good. Like that, but more likely Hag or something.
So if he wants to score, things like Pub and Fub at 14A are the obvious choices.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're saying he could play up on top of that, but it's not going to do him any good. Carl doesn't know this, but the more tiles he plays, the better, because there's some really good stuff in the bag. If I were him, I'd play an I if I could.
Yeah. And another thing to consider here, and it's Carl may.
He's got an epic Fub.
Well, yeah, Carl may see this is that IEF is actually really powerful on the top right now. He can draw a play, making EF for 40-something points.
Yeah, hold on to that F for
Yeah, and it seems like he might be considering that that fact, which is a pretty impressive thing to notice at this point when generally a P feels like a much better tile.
Carl very comfortably with 12 minutes left. Alex with 18. I think we can agree that's been a very well played game so far.
Yeah, Zistoy was the main surprise, I suppose.
What's your feeling about P's?
the letter P. Players typically overvalue them.
I think so too. It's not a favorite of mine.
I mean, I think they're good, but like, if you look at, I mean, if you just look at the, what is it, super leaves, which is not something I look at that much, the P tends to not do as well as people think. Whereas like the M.
I agree.
Actually,
I don't understand the love affair with. Oh my God, I can't say that out loud.
I mean, P goes very well with a lot of leaves, but a P on its own is actually not as strong as a lot of people think. People.
Some people are suggesting up by instead of pub, but I don't see the point for that. But it doesn't give something back. I agree with you there.
Apo, I mean, it could just as easily give a big play coming down across with the Z.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Is there anything left, however, for it to do that? Zills, for example. And you can't come back on the way down. You can't make an easy 4-point Z play coming down. Actually, you didn't say Z, did you? Did I hear you say?
I say Z.
Aww,
I say Z
isn't he
some
sweet?
of the time. Yeah.
Aww.
Well, my last name is Bouchard.
Bouchard. I will say Z in your honor.
It's like my favorite rock band is ZZ Top.
That's what we say at home.
Yeah, it's not really my favorite band, but
just to say it, I just want to go. I just want to go on Wheel of Fortune and pray that there's a word with Z in it. And even if there's 4 L's, I'm going to say I'd like a Z, please, just to say it on national TV.
Yeah.
All right, so sometimes you have these, break it or make it kind of racks and Scrabble. You just know, like, whatever you do on this play is going to have an effect. But I don't know that this is the one, but we're getting close to it. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, Carl does play pub over fub, which, I gotta hand it to him.
I like it.
It's a nice play to make. Obviously, it will give Alec a play to come back, but that was going to happen regardless. And really, it's going to...
Is it worth getting rid of the V just to play VAT? And save GGHL? It might be. What did he pick up?
And if we're going to see Carl Styles...
Unific with a C. With an E, what?
Oh, he drew more... He left all the good stuff
in
the bag.
He left all the good stuff in the bag.
They're both just trying to leave all the good stuff in the bag. They really want each other to win.
The trouble for Alec is that unless he plays halt, he can only play a 3-letter word off of that.
Yeah.
I would play VAT, I guess.
HGGL? What about hag?
I don't want that V with no vowels. I don't want that V.
I don't want any of those tiles with no vowels.
I mean, what's in the bag? So we've got 8 unseen at this point, and I'll try to get that to you.
Not a lot of vowels.
Blank A, C, E, F. Oh, we're also looking at Carl, so I have to be careful there.
Yeah.
So definitely a blank, definitely an A. 3 I's, 2 I's. An L, an O, an S, and a Z. And the worst thing that what could he, he could pick up. He could pick up Z.
Yeah, I don't think
even II would be good, actually.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the Z is probably the most important tile at this point. Like,
but where are you going to put it? I guess.
Well, for Carl, certainly, who's gonna have plenty of vowels.
So he hasn't been he's not going to be able to score that F on the O row on the top. Here comes the VAT as expected. 30 points, which is a hell of a lot more than he might have gotten with that racket with a different board.
So I mean, unfix, unify.
Let's see what. Okay, I think this is the most important pick of his life. He got the Z, he got an A, and if he's lucky, he got an I or a blank. Oh no, we don't know what it is, do we? Oh, we do know. So he picked up ZSA. Okay, there you go.
That's
pretty good. Pretty good.
That's about in the top 5% of draws he could have gotten, I think. To pick up a vowel and the Z, which is crucial here. I mean, he's got zags in multiple spots.
Now I see your legs going up and down, but for you that could just mean you're better. That you like to do. For me, my heart is pounding.
Oh, I'm absolutely nervous right now. I mean, I've been in. Well, I guess my final game was not as close.
Yeah, it was easier for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it's nice.
Yeah.
He could just play diff or fee, off the cade. Cade. He's got quiff at 3A. I wouldn't do that. I think we need to get into a better kind of sim with Quackle right now. At this point, we're getting close enough.
Oh, I'm not sure.
It's not favoring
Quackle's not certain
Carl
what
right
to
now.
do. Well, a two-play sim isn't really going to do anything for us here.
What is Alec thinking about there with the glaze right there? Glazy he's looking at, for sure.
Yeah.
That might be enough to win it.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he's got Zags in the bottom right. He's got Glazy in the center.
There might be something then. You could play Unify, I guess.
Unify, unfix, something like that. I mean, CEI, well, the C and the E are not horrible. I think Carl would still love to keep the F here.
Yeah, I like unfix a lot. I like it a lot. It's coming up in the sim, but it's not loving it.
Yeah, and you can even see Carl's got EIF separated out because he knows how big an L draw for Leaf would be.
And there's 2 L's to come.
Yeah. That's why that's absolutely why he's got.
But he's got to think about what's available with a Z on this board. And Glazy is definitely one of those possibilities.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to find a home for Unsee.
Yes, it should say what the tiles are left on the bag. I agree with you. That's something that we tried to get for this tournament. It was not possible. Yeah. But I will tell you what's left. Blank A.
No.
Whose turn? Oh, okay. It's okay. So blank IILO. That's it.
Yep.
Blank IILO is what's in the bag. Well, it's easy for us to know that unfix might be a really good play considering...
No, I mean, it's still not going to be great because Zags is going to be a huge play. I mean, he's...
What do you think he's going to play if unfix goes down?
We have Zags and Wahinis in the bottom right.
Yeah, that S was kind of important.
No, I mean, Alec picked... That was a...
That's exactly what he needed.
That was a tournament-winning draw, quite possibly.
Yeah. I think Zags might do it.
HGGL.
Somebody suggesting that he try to go for chef, saving tiles. That would allow him to go for chef in the top row. Yeah. All I know is I can't breathe. I don't know about you. We're down to 5 minutes. He's going to have to make a decision soon.
Yeah. I mean, he pretty much has to decide if, opening the board makes sense with QF, which it might make sense, or if he wants to try to control the left side. There's just not much he can do to keep the F, which, as we've seen, is what he wants to do, and understandably so.
Unify is something he's also considering now. You would put the I below a triple letter, but there's really nothing too dangerous that I think that I can see left to go over it. Gox, maybe. He's playing unfix. Okay. That's 23 points. That's going to put him in the lead for 3 seconds.
Yeah. All 3 seconds it takes Alec.
I don't know that it's looking too good for Carl. O, L, I, and he left the blank in the bag. And I think we have a 21-year-old champion. He left the tile in the bag.
I'm no longer the youngest American to win nationals.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness.
God. Good for Alec. Good for him.
So, I mean, obviously hindsight's going to be 20/20, but...
What do you think?
Well, if he
the moon says Zistoy is, I think.
Well, I mean,
instead of Foxy.
Well, we've known what Alec has had this whole time, but if he plays QF and leaves one of the eyes in the bag, Carl wins, probably.
Well, now he could have had the leaf, because you see he picked up,
Yeah. See Alec's reaction here when he...
Alex has had a long... You might think he played very quickly, but Alex has had, 4 4 or 5 at least minutes on Carl's time to think about what to do with one vowel on his rack. There's not too much to think about. And he's just like, watch his face now because he's picking the blank.
Well, okay.
Was it he left one in the bag or two?
He left one in the bag.
Oh my God. But it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, get rid of one of the I's as the best scenario. What is he going to do with it?
Well, if he'd played QF, he would have been threading Pico line as a triple to win.
Oh my God.
So
he would have had that?
If he
picked the bag,
if he leaves an I in the bag. Then
but the way it is, we have to think that he would have picked those same 4 tiles. So he wouldn't have bingoed. So
who knows? He would have played at a different time.
But Alex wouldn't have known. Alex would have had to block it. He would not have played Zags. There's just no question.
Right. Carl might outscore him after that.
He would have had to play through the U.
And then Carl outscores him and wins.
Wow. Yeah, Joel, who might be an authority on this point, Joel Sherman is watching with us, and he goes, so that's 2 years in a row that the blank was in the bag on the last draw of the deciding game. And all of you who watched with us last year will know that that's what happened and elicited a bit of a scream from me.
Yeah.
We realized that there was no way that Joel could lose because he had 2 unblockable bingo lanes.
Yeah. It is worth noting
that the scores are flip-flopped. We will get that fixed. Thank you so much. You were doing so well, Kevin. It's always right at the end, you know?
So, I mean, yeah, just looking back on this game, I think Alec made pretty much every play correctly. You could argue against Playgoer. That's maybe the only one I could think of.
You'll have to sit down, really, and take a good look at that and the sim of that.
Yeah.
That's true. I did have quite the reaction.
But
and most people would watch. Why is she screaming?
Yeah.
But we knew. We Scrabble players knew what magic was transpiring.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that what was a mistake, but it is at least worth talking about.
So what is your feelings on Zistoy versus Foxy?
That was a mistake.
Okay, I agree.
That was honestly the only clear mistake. I mean, I understand what he was trying to do, but it wasn't. He must have misevaluated.
Something happened.
He must have misevaluated how desperate of a situation it was for him. Because PB maybe plays in your head a little bit.
So Carl's at 406. Is there a way for Alec to go out? I think you're right. I am saying it occasionally. Yeah. We're hearing that Cesar del Solar won, but I'm not sure what he won.
That was me.
That's you. Oh, that was you just playing around with somebody. Okay. So you got to think that Alec, who was nervous to do an interview with us, must be absolutely shaking right now.
Well, having been in that situation, I was...
what were you feeling?
I mean, I was trying very hard not to cry.
I totally get that. I respect you for that. He's got nothing through the IA at the bottom on the right of the board. I think he's going to have to go out in 2 unless I'm missing something. I'll take a quick look.
Yeah. And I mean, I think in his mind, he's just thinking don't play a phony, don't play a phony, don't play a phony.
You're not that far ahead.
Don't play high leg, don't play high leg. I mean, pretty much anything on the right side, hug, whatever. Yeah, it's certainly nice. He's got 14 minutes to take your time.
Well, we can start bringing out our jokes.
Yeah. No, I don't imagine he's going to spend too much time. I think he just wants to make sure he hasn't left Carl any weird outplay.
Now, I can't predict exactly, now that it's in the moment, how Carl is going to react, but I will tell all you people out in the ballroom who have not been listening while you've been playing that I had a big conversation with Carl before the last day, second to last day even, because we anticipated that he might make it into the final, and he said he's just really, really... in typical fashion, very grateful to be here, very grateful for the fact that he's won his last 2 multi-day tournaments. He's been studying a lot. He studied the bottom 10%, as in the lowest percentage bingo list, his 10% lowest percentage. He studied those. He studied his phony list. He actually has put together a phony list over the years, words that either have come up and he couldn't remember that they were phony, or words that have anagrams that he always finds the wrong one, but the real word is in there. And somebody had played extended cloth to bed cloth, and if you can believe it, that was on his phony list.
Yeah.
So he actually knew to challenge it immediately.
Yeah. But Carl's only missed bingo, or I think only missed bingo of the tournament. Nidus's
Yes,
was in
we
the
talked
bottom,
about that.
It was in the
And
bottom 25%.
And he said to me, he
didn't
said,
have time to
Robin,
go
did you
through
see Nidus's? And I said, yeah. He said, you know, I kind of, but I thought it was only nitty. And so he missed it because he didn't know, he wasn't sure it was, he didn't think it was good.
Yeah.
Not that he missed it. He didn't
Yeah.
think it was good.
So I imagine after Carl makes his final play, he's down 25. So in theory, he would need to get 18 or whatever to win here. That's not going to happen.
Wouldn't that be sick if Alec could miss something that he could go out with?
Iliai Plegor.
Piliai.
Yeah.
Not too many words out of
Live.
E-I-I-L.
Live. No, what you do in Carl's situation now is you come up with the craziest phony you can
Absolutely.
possibly come up
Absolutely. Oh, Philly-eyes. I see what you're saying.
with. Yeah. We'll come up with something that...
You can't challenge it.
Yeah, exactly. Just do something like... I mean, I don't know if like you do like live voter or something. Actually, yeah. If I were Carl, I would play LIEVOTER. No, it's a little too high probability. Alec's 100% sure it's not good. I would come up with some phony just for fun. But
That's something Dave Boyes used to do all the time.
yeah, I've played some great, like when I knew I wasn't going to win.
Yeah, and you can't go out, obviously.
Right.
That's the thing. He can't play Phil-eyes because he can challenge. Oh, he's got to be disheartened, even though he was,
Well, it'll be hard to learn that he left the blank in the bag. I mean, I think Alec still would have narrowly won because he'd still play gilt here.
So he has to play
instead of the blank.
Yeah,
so I don't actually
think it matters.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I'm sure that Alex did play the blank as an eye to prevent Carl from using it as well. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new North American champion, Mr. Alec Sjoholm. Congratulations from all of us. 21 years old and already a national champion.
Okay, now for the most fun thing I get to do every year is announce the winner and new champion of the North American Scrabble Championship. Our winner gets $10,000 plus a trophy. After 31 games, he was 24-7 with a plus 1450. He won our 2 out of 3 final. They were exciting, well-played games. So let's celebrate our new North American Scrabble champion for 2019, Alec Sjoholm.
We are going to move over because we now have the new youngest American to ever win a national championship, and I'm not sure if you quite beat Adam age-wise, but pretty darn close to being the youngest champion ever. But I want to be the first to say to everyone else out here, congrats, dude.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Less nervous about the interview, huh?
So nervous about the interview.
Weren't we nice to you last time?
Well, I guess
it's like, how are you doing is one of those hard questions for me.
What's going through your heart and your
Yeah.
mind? How's that?
I just won the NASPA.
You sure did, mister. You sure did. Could you believe it? Are you in a
Yes.
dream? Yes.
No, I'm not in a dream. I believe I won it.
you did it. As far as I can tell, pretty sure you just did it. And I'm just looking back at the game. Like maybe WE versus Wood is the only play that really could even have any much of a conversation about. Maybe Playgoer, you played pretty much a perfect game, man.
We?
The stream thought maybe playing WE will allow you more bingos given your leave. I was more partial to Wood.
We were happy with Wood, and I was happy with Playgoer.
I thought it was between Wood and Outdrew, and I prefer Wood as well to that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
between. That was I saw the Outdrew as well, but I like the Wood better. It keeps it a little bit closer, and if he doesn't have an O, there's not much he's going to be able to do other than open the board.
Yeah, but I think generally, I mean, couldn't have played much better. So, and what a perfect time to do
And
that.
Zistoy was a little bit of a gift to you because he had Foxy on top.
Yeah.
And that's
Foxy.
something that...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Something that... well, he had Box over Sedition, which you blocked with the Kaid.
Yeah, I was trying to block the X and not playing Kadi because it gives up a Z-bomb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, right. Although it blocks your beautiful S hook to the Wahines.
Yeah.
Wahine.
Well,
It gives me kites still.
Yeah.
Still it does,
Yeah.
yeah, but not
Yeah.
to a double. But playgoer, did you consider playing something like Grapey or something through the E and RisoJet?
I
Forego
thought
the
of that
bingo?
I thought of that spot, but really that wasn't much I liked there. After I played Playgoer, I actually noticed the bony spot where I could play Tipple, but I still prefer Playgoer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it would be hard to turn that down. It also ensures you're going to get, or likely get, a hot spot of your own on the next turn. I think Grapey won the sim, but you have to take some courage to make that play.
So there was a lot of times towards the end of the game where we were saying, this is the most important rack that Alec has ever picked in his life.
And Carl. I was just, you both kept not drawing the good tile. Like, it was S blank. Z
Oh yeah, the blank was the last tile in the bag.
Does he know that? We don't want to tell him.
No. Well, just as it turns out, the other play he really could have made was CUIF and FE in the top left-hand corner. In a hypothetical universe where he leaves an I in the bag, he threatens a triple.
So instead of
Pickle
unfix.
Yeah, instead of unfix.
He was holding on to the F for a while because he wanted to hit it along here to play Leaf or Chef or something like that.
The top right, but he had really no way of keeping EF.
He had no way of, and also maybe blocking Glazy. That might have been in his mind as well.
Yeah.
But if he played Quiff, he would have forced you to play up there because Pickling was still available. If he had played Quiff at 3A.
Yeah.
So you would have had to play through the U, and you may not have. You would have probably saved Zags, but
who knows? Yeah, would have been interesting.
you had a lot of time to think about it.
What did I have? I had Zags, LGH.
LGH, yeah.
Yeah, you had it. Wow, that AS. Wow.
Yeah. Well, plenty of time to analyze it later. I think one of the questions people will be having is 10 grand. What
are you doing with it?
Any plans for the money?
And I haven't even thought of that.
Well, it's real. It's happening.
Yeah.
I guess that means I'll have to tithe 1 grand.
What is more important to you as a new champion? Because a lot of people say it's not even the money; it's being the champion. Where's your priority?
And I do like improving my game and such, but.
No, what's more? What are you happier about? The fact that you won $10,000, or the fact that you're now a national champion?
The fact that I'm now a champion.
Everybody.
Same.
Everybody. I can't high five you. I'm not part of the club.
That's how I felt too.
I haven't gotten to the stage in my life where I'm really concerned with money.
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. So and another thing that we were thinking about is the age that you're achieving it at. I won't call it a disappointment, but it's something that everybody aspires to, right? It's like, I want to beat the champ. I want to beat the champ. Now you've done it at 21. So what's the next goal?
I don't know.
Double champ? Repeating champ? Triple champ?
I was like, I do intend to defend it next year if I can, but
We're going to let you just have a few moments to enjoy today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're really, really
Yeah.
happy for you.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's super impressed, super happy for you, and I'm happy to pass off the title of the youngest American to win to a truly deserving champ. So, congrats, dude.
Congratulations.
Anything else? Anyone you want to thank or say hi to before we let you go? If your dad's maybe watching right now.
Yeah, sure. I'll thank him for, I guess, for the transportation, for basically sponsoring me for the whole event.
Does he get a cut?
Take him to dinner.
Take him to dinner.
Thank Carl and all my other Division 1 opponents for playing. Had a good time.
I'm sure they really appreciated having somebody excellent to play against because it always elevates their game as well. So congratulations to you.
Yeah.
We're just so pleased for you.
Yeah. We'll let you go and decompress and get ready, I suppose, for
You're about to pick up a very big piece of paper.
Yeah, the awards
Oh,
ceremony.
yeah.
But gotta go to the gym. I don't know. But once again, congrats, man. Alec Sjoholm. Are we pronouncing it correctly, Sjoholm?
Yes.
That cool?
And not Alex.
Not Alex. Robin. The 2019 North American Scrabble Champion, Alec Sjoholm.
Congratulations.
Congrats once again, man.
Congratulations.
Go enjoy.
Congratulations.
See you soon.